What if I told you one American company helped transform China into the world's manufacturing powerhouse? Not by building cities, not by funding governments, but simply by trying to make the perfect iPhone. For more than 2 decades, Apple poured billions of dollars into China. In the process, it didn't just build one of the world's greatest supply chains, it helped create an industrial ecosystem that now powers much of the global technology industry. And today, Apple is trying to leave. The problem is, it may have helped build something too powerful to escape. Every time you unlock your iPhone, you're holding the result of one of the most complex manufacturing systems ever created. Millions of parts, thousands of suppliers, hundreds of factories, all working together with extraordinary precision. But this manufacturing miracle wasn't built overnight. For more than 20 years, Apple invested heavily in China, not only through factories, but by helping suppliers improve quality, training workers, introducing advanced manufacturing techniques, and demanding levels of precision that reshaped entire industries. As Apple grew, China's manufacturing capabilities grew with it, and eventually the relationship became one of the most important partnerships in modern economic history. When Apple began producing more products overseas, China offered something few countries could match: a massive workforce, reliable infrastructure, modern port, efficient logistics, and a government willing to invest heavily in manufacturing. But low wages were only part of the story. Apple needed suppliers capable of producing millions of identical components with almost zero defect. That required skilled engineers, precision tooling, specialized factories, and suppliers located close enough to deliver components within hours, not weeks. China gradually built exactly that. Entire industrial cities formed around Apple's supply chain. Factories making displays sat next to companies producing batteries. Metal manufacturers worked alongside precision machining companies. Packaging suppliers operated only minutes away from assembly plants. The result was an industrial ecosystem unlike anything the world had ever seen. Apple didn't simply buy products. It pushed suppliers to improve. It required stricter quality standards, faster production, greater efficiency, and continuous innovation. Many suppliers invested billions of dollars expanding their factories specifically to meet Apple's demand. Workers received specialized training. Engineers learned advanced manufacturing techniques. Universities expanded engineering programs. Equipment manufacturers developed new production technologies. Every improvement made Apple's supply chain stronger, but it also made China's manufacturing ecosystem stronger. Over time, the same factories that built iPhones gained the expertise to manufacture products for countless other global technology companies. What began as Apple's supply chain gradually became the backbone of China's electronics industry. The skills remained, the factories remained, the experience remained, and those capabilities spread far beyond Apple. Then the world changed. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed just how dependent global companies had become on China's manufacturing system. Factory shutdowns disrupted supply chains, shipping delays spread across the globe, product shortages became common. At the same time, geopolitical tensions between the United States and China intensified. Suddenly, relying so heavily on one country no longer looked like an advantage, looked like a risk. Apple responded by expanding production into countries like India and Vietnam. But moving factories is far easier than moving an entire industrial ecosystem. You can build a factory in a few years, building thousands of experienced suppliers, highly trained workers, specialized logistics networks, research institutions, and manufacturing expertise takes decades. That's the real challenge Apple faces today. Today, Apple is investing billions to diversify its supply chain. India is assembling more iPhones than ever before. Vietnam has become an important manufacturing hub for several Apple products. But China still possesses something extremely difficult to replicate: scale, speed, experience, and one of the world's most advanced manufacturing ecosystem. Even Apple executives acknowledge that moving production isn't as simple as building new factories. It's about rebuilding an entire network that took decades to develop. Perhaps the biggest irony is this: Apple didn't set out to build China's technology empire. It simply wanted to build the best products in the world. But in pursuing perfection, it helped create one of history's greatest manufacturing ecosystem. Now, as the global technology race accelerates, Apple faces a question that could shape the future of the entire industry. Can the company that helped build China's manufacturing machine ever truly leave it behind? Only time will tell.